Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is the second video for today. First video was on Marathon. If you guys want to check it out, that should be up and live already. But we're going to take a look at the markets, Bitcoin and Ethereum, see what's going on there. We're also going to take a look at the miners. Some were up, some were down. Bitcoin's up actually today while the markets were down. We're also going to take a look at Bitfarms Q3 results. They were actually pretty good given the current market conditions that we're in. So we'll take a look at those numbers, and we do have some good news from them. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. Don't fall for scams. Spam posts get reported and deleted. I'm investing in following coins and companies. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out. Okay, let's take a look at the markets here really quick, and then we'll get into Bitfarms here. So the S&P was down today 0.89% to 33,957. Dow Jones was down 0.63% to 33,536. NASDAQ was down 0.98% to 11,700. Bitcoin was up today. It's up a little bit now in the new day as well. So Bitcoin was up 1.77% on the day to a close of 16,590. We did peak at 17,169. So it's been pretty violent, or not violent, volatile day in Bitcoin. We did hit a low of 15,790. So that is, what is that? That's a swing of roughly $1,400 in the day. That's quite a bit. RSI is still at 35. We're still way under in price on that. We still don't have a good direction as far as if we're going bull mode or bear mode right now. I'd say more likely it's bear mode, at least on the daily chart. 4 hour still looks the same. You can see here we are at 44 last time we were right around here. RSI was up a little bit higher, but price was also higher at that point. So we're still looking bearish on the 4 hours. 1 hour, we're at 53 right now. Last time we were here was back around here, and price was actually higher at that point. So price is lower, RSI is the same. Still looking bearish to me right now until we get a reversal on that. Ethereum was also up today. I think it was up today. It was up. It was up 1.81% today to a close of 1,241. It hit a low of 1,169 and a high of 1,289. So also pretty volatile day in Ethereum. And the same thing is looking like as it is for Bitcoin. It's still not looking bullish, more likely bearish at this given time frame. Let's take a look at the miners really quick. Any was down 5% to 39 cents. Argo was up 5.76% to 9 cents. BitDigital was up 3.64% to $1.14. Bitfarms was down 10.44% to 76 cents, which is surprising given that they had pretty good results. CleanSpark was down 4.92% to $2.51. Cores was up just barely 0.45% to 19.9 cents. DigiHost was down 4.84% to 67 cents. DMG was down 3.14% to 16 cents. Greenidge was down 8.3% to 85 cents. Hive was down 6.08% to $2.47. Hut 8 was down 9.38% to $1.45. They're getting close to their 52-week lows here. Iris Energy was down 15.15% to $2.52. Luxfolio was down 8.33 to less than half a penny and change. And Marathon was down 2.56% to $9.52. Mawson was up 1.67% to 40 cents. And Riot was down 3.75% to $5.14. Soluna down 3.92% to 85 cents. And Stronghold was down 4.2% to 76 cents. So given that Bitcoin was actually up today, the miners were down. And that's not a good sign for the miners. It looks like a lot of people are worried with what's going to happen to the miners, I think. Naturally given, Bitcoin's coming way down. They're worried, will the miners be able to stay afloat in this market climate that we're in right now, which is a pretty bad bear market right now. Let's take a look at the network hash rate right now. It is going back up. It is up to 271 million right now. I was thinking that we might be going down, especially with Bitcoin price coming down in value, but that's not the case. We are getting more miners plugged in. Okay. Let's take a look at Bitfarms. So this is Bitfarms management discussion and analysis. I highlighted the important parts here. So they increased hash rate from 3.6 exahash to 4.2 through the acquisition and installation of approximately 7,000 micro BTC miners, so that was good. They did sell 2,595 BTC at an average price of 21,000 for proceeds of 55 million, a portion of which was used to repay the credit facility by 15 million, so that's good, bringing the total amount drawn on the facility to 23.1 million, with 1,620 of the company's 2,064 BTC pledged as collateral on the facility as of September 30th, 2022. So that's good. They're paying that down. So I like seeing that. They amended the credit facility that was due to mature October 1st, extending the maturity by 3 months for a maximum of 40 million, of which 23.1 million was excuse me, outstanding as of September 30th, at an interest rate of 11.25%. Ouch. That's high, but that's given the industry that they're in. And here's some good news. In August 2022, to better align the number of miners on hand with infrastructure capacity available to utilize the miners, the company entered into agreements with equipment vendors to postpone into 2023 without penalty the remaining delivery of and payment for certain remaining equipment purchases, which is good. So as they get the facility built out in Argentina and other places, they just don't have the capacity for them right now, so they're extending that out, which is fine. They're not getting penalized for that. And maybe at that time they could pay even less for the miners. I don't know what their deal is or what their contract is like. That would be kind of cool too. And then they also raised 12.6 million of net proceeds through the company's at-the-market equity program and used primarily for payment commitments on order of 49,200 miners, with expected deliveries throughout 2022 and the first 9 months of 2023. So a little bit of a dilution there, but not too bad. So that was all the info that we got for them. One other thing that I found that was quite interesting was also here, I think I even tweeted about this, energy prices. Management estimates that energy prices for the duration of the forecasted years will be approximately 0.046, 0.027, and 0.03 per kilowatt hour for the Quebec, Washington State, and Argentina operating cryptocurrency mining CGUs, respectively. So that is fantastic numbers for them as far as electrical costs are concerned. Definitely the 0.027 is probably one of the lowest ones. My question is, is that all in, or does that not include delivery charges, which sometimes they do, based on what I've learned over the years with the mining farm that I managed. But nonetheless, those are great numbers. One interesting tidbit here that was kind of down in the bottom here, and here we go. So during the 3 and 9 months ended September 30th, the company received and sold 601 Bitmain S19 XP miners, which are now reflected in the above table. Question on that one. Why would they sell the S19 XP miners? Those are the 140 terahash miners. They are the most efficient miners. Those should have been put in, at least my thinking is. I know that maybe the value was up higher at that time, but my thinking would have been install those miners, sell some of the other miners that you have. These are really efficient miners, so I would have done possibly that. We looked at the numbers in previous videos where we checked out what is the cost to mine the S19 Pros, which are 100 terahash miners. We also looked at the S19 XPs. There's a big difference, and you can go much lower in Bitcoin price and still be profitable with these miners than the other ones. So I would have done that, but I would have liked to have heard maybe what they were thinking behind doing this, or if they got a pretty good deal where they paid less and sold them for more. But yeah, that's just one thing that kind of stood out in my mind right there. Okay, so let's take a look at their numbers here. Shares outstanding is 196 million shares. Current stock price is about 76 cents. They did report, let me see here. Current hash rate 4.2, future hash rate 7.5. They do want to get to 5 exahash by the end of this year, which was revised down from 6 exahash, which is fine because of Argentina. We know what's going on there. There's some political unrest there, high inflation, things like that. And let me see here. Are we using the latest numbers here? No, we're still using the old numbers. So let me update this here really quick as well. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to come up here and add in the latest numbers that we do have for them for this current quarter, which is right there. And let's get the latest numbers. So 142 million roughly in revenue for the last 3 quarters plus this current quarter, which is still up in the air. We don't know if that's going to be the number there. That one is fluid. So if that is what it's going to be, we're looking at 142 million, but that's going to change more than likely, hopefully to the upside. So if we're looking at 50% net income from gross revenue, we're looking at 71 million, and a P of 20, we're looking at $7.21. They are nowhere near that right now. They're at 76 cents. That brings them down to a PE ratio of 2, right? Marathon is at a P of 17. Doesn't make much sense. But it is the way it is. So we're keeping it at 20 for now. And they're, if they are at 75% net income from gross revenue, you're looking at $10.82. Now, if Bitcoin starts running up, they can obviously get up much higher than this. Okay, let's look at the numbers here. So BTC mined for the quarter was 1,515. Starting hash rate was 3.6 exahash. Ending hash rate was 4.2. Average hash rate 3.9. They increased by 601 petahash. BTC mined per exahash was 388, a little bit of a decrease from Q2. Cost to mine 1 BTC was 24,000. Cost to mine 1 BTC minus depreciation was about 10,000. So that's really good there. That has come down from Q2, which is what we want to see. Enterprise value, 149 million. Debt to equity did increase a little bit here, 0.43 from 0.41. That's okay. And then the current ratio decreased just slightly from 1.29 to 1.25. So that's still fine. Revenue was 33 million compared to 41 million. We know that's because of Bitcoin price coming back down. General administrative compensation was only 10.2 million, so that's 30% of it. Much better than what we saw in Marathon's video, which was almost 90%. So that is really good there. Current assets, let's see, is an decrease of 10 million to 35 million from 45. Trade receivables up a little bit to 1.4 from 644,000. Other assets went up to 11 million from 5, so that's good. Tax receivables, 12 million from 9. Digital assets went down a little bit, 6.6 million from 10.8 million. And digital assets pledged as collateral went down to 33 million from 51 million, so that's good. We want to see that go down. Assets held for sale, 1.729 million. And total current assets is 102 million from 124 million. That's okay. It's given Bitcoin has come down in price, so that's reflected in this. Property, plant, and equipment is 220, so that's down actually, and I think that's because of the current market for miners has come way down, and we're going to probably see that coming down for the next couple months as well. Right of use assets was 15, so that's pretty close to what they had. Long-term deposits was up, or actually down 38 million from 103 million, so that's good. Let's see here. Intangible assets, that's pretty in line. Total assets down from 473 million to 376 million, and that's based on asset prices and on Bitcoin price right now. Current liabilities, trade payables is up a little bit to 16 million from 12 million. Current portion of long-term debt, 38, so that went down a little bit. That's good. Current portion of lease went up a little bit to 3.9 from 3.7. Credit facilities went down to 23 million from 38 million. That is a nice decrease there of 15 million or so. Current total liabilities is 82 million, so down from 96, so that's good. And then long-term debt is down to 16 million from 26, so that's good. Lease liabilities is pretty close to where it was. Asset retirement provision, pretty in line where it was before, so it's actually down for total liabilities down to 113 million from 137. So that's good there too. Let me see here. What else do we have here? Total liabilities and stockholders' equity is down a little bit to 376 from 473. Revenues, self-mining was 33 million. Did I do that right? 33 million? I'm second guessing myself here. Let's see here. 33,247. And what did I have for them here? 30. Okay, I did have it right. Okay. For some reason I had it at 32. Better to double check than be sorry. Okay. Expenses. Energy and infrastructure was 15.4 million. That's up a little bit from 13.8. Depreciation and amortization was up to 20 million from 17. So that's not, well, it is what it is based on the market conditions right now. Purchase of electrical components was up to 688,000 from 257. Electrician salaries went down to 289,000 from 306. Cost of revenue did go up a little bit to 37 million from 32 million. Gross profit was a negative 3.9 million or a negative 11.85. But if you take gross profit minus depreciation, we're looking at 17 million or 53% profit. So that's pretty good there. It has come down, but we know why. Let's see here. Other expenses. So selling, general, and administrative was 15.3 in Q2, down to 10.29. That's wonderful. That's something we want to see is those numbers coming down, which is good. They have a pretty good grasp on their costs, which is good. Realized loss gain on disposition of digital assets. They sold a little bit less. Here looks like 44 million compared to 77. Unrealized loss on revaluation of property and plant. That was actually a positive 45. So that was good. Let's see here. Impairment of goodwill, that's up to 84 from 17. That's not good. But other operating income loss was 97 million from 173 million in Q2. So that's good. Net income before tax, 89 million from 161, so that's good also. And net loss was 84 million from 141, so they did improve. Total comprehensive income, 84, that's fine. They were down 40 cents per share compared to 70% share, so that is doing that's better. We want that to be positive, but it's still better than what it was. And total shares outstanding was 210 million, and I have them currently at pretty close to that 196 million, based on the current market cap that we're getting and the stock price, and just dividing by those. Okay, so that is it for Bitfarms. Things of concern are obviously the Argentina facility. So with the political unrest going on over there, and then the miners not getting through customs, is concerning for them. I think they have only 10 megawatts operational when they have a capacity of 50 megawatts. So they are trying to get the miners that are at customs to be, I guess, approved, or whatever you want to call it, to go through and get installed that way. Other than that, they've done a lot of good things, paying down their debt. They got their general administrative costs down, which is good as well. And I think they're just doing all the right things to be profitable in this market, especially with the cost of electricity that they do have. So, not financial advice, but I've been dollar cost averaging into them as best I can. If it falls even more, I'll dollar cost average even more to them. I think they are a pretty good miner out there, probably in the top 5 right now. So you got to do your own research, just not financial advice as always. So I'm liking what I'm seeing, and hopefully we get a Bitcoin price that kind of rebounds from here. If it goes down even more, I think they're going to be okay. I think they can weather the storm through like $12,000 in Bitcoin if that happens. They're going to be basically cash flow neutral, but at least not negative at that point yet. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think of Bitfarms, obviously down in the comments below. Love talking to you guys there. And as always, the spreadsheet is going to be available to my Patreon members. Thank you everyone there for their continued support. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. We'll see you guys in the next one. We got more Q3 reports coming out that came out today, Moss, and another one. So we'll take a look at those tomorrow. All right. Have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.